thought. And everybody did. You get it out back. And they reappear. Voila.
Delete all.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. Into this game and I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down to just one of the places.
Takes flight. Oh, down. No, clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA. NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Holiday. Chamberlain is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Paul George. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. And for the Nuggets, Donovan Mitchell is out there with Tony Parker. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Antoine Jamison. And it's Sprewell in at the small forward position. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Offensive rebound. No good from Shaq. Holiday with it, and it's Jamison picking him up. And Holiday kicks to Love. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And going old school in the painted area. Love brushing off the contact to complete that play.
There's the pass to O'Neal. Moves back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's George. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
He doesn't get the second one. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. The front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
Here's Dallas. Holiday, the pass to George. Knocks it loose. Chamberlain kicks to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. George against Mitchell. And George gets it to go.
Well, when we talk about poise, Paul George is excellent at finding ways to get his shots to fall in these moments, in part because he never seems to get out of himself.
Passes it to Mitchell. Here's Sprewell. Jamison, a screen. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. To add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
George with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Bridges against Mitchell. Shoots over Bridges, and he gets it back. Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Dishes to Jamison. Second chance shot. That shot off. George with the defensive effort. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Dallas. Bridges inside. Covered by Mitchell.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Parker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Bridges kicks to George. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. And the Mavericks with some changes. Portis, the pass to Smith. Jacks up a 3. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Now here's Mutombo. He's guarded closely. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
Miller, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Houston. Here's Miller, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
There's 1:40 left in the first. Mutombo is screen on Miller. Over to the wing, to the paint. Lets it go. Mutombo misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Bamba after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Mutombo is screen on Smith. Iguodala kicks to Bamba. Here's Mutombo, banked in off the glass.
I mean, the one guy you have to box out. Dikembe is so active on the glass.
Miller, the pass to Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Mutombo sets a screen. 34 seconds left to play in the first. No good. Shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Houston. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And this is where Houston is at his best. So good at just catching and shooting.
Here's McMillan. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Mutombo sets a screen. They kick it out to Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Mitchell, Antoine Jamison out there with Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Tony Parker. And it's Sprewell in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists, that's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Parker kicks to Jamison. Parker against McMillan. O'Neal a screen on McMillan. Parker dishes to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot from downtown. The Mavericks pull it in. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there. After a relatively slow start to his career, Mo Bamba has seen increased playing time, finally getting the opportunity to show why he was drafted 6th overall in 2018.
Driving the lane. Bamba's shot is off.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Back to Mitchell. Here's O'Neal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
You know, we often see this approach against O'Neal, trying to deny the big man a clean look, but he still finds a way to get it off.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And for Bamba, his shot blocking and ability to space the floor really stood out.
And, Greg, that's a very valuable and unique combination. I mean, this guy has a 7'10" wingspan, covers a lot of ground defensively, moves his feet well, has a nice stroke. And his height, he's able to get a lot of clean looks from beyond the arc.
Now here's Parker, Mitchell, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mitchell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
and it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo!
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Pass to Sprewell from deep. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Denver calls timeout. Here's Houston, defended by Bridges.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Hawks in Atlanta. Holiday against Miller. Pass to Portis. Smith outside. Portis sets the pick for Smith. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Bridges finds Love. Outside, George. Chamberlain down low. He's against Kuzma. The shot's good. Chamberlain got his first bucket in this one.
Yep, on the interior, Wilt's enormous size. Just too much to overcome, and certainly something that can't be taught.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Denver passing it around. The pass to Houston. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A dynamic and confident scorer. Houston, as steady as it gets at the offensive end.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Pocket 6. Love the pass to Chamberlain. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead. Miller outside. Kuzma with a screen on Howard. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish, and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. And I'm sure folks at home are looking at that schedule and thinking about making some friendly wagers. What about you, big fella?
Not me, Ernie. I'm smart with my money. I only invest in safe bets.
Like pizza.
Hey, don't laugh, Kenny. People always need pizza.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
Looking at their shot chart, they've made a clear effort to work things down low. Doing a great job of getting points in the paint.
It's certainly playing to their strengths. They do a lot of damage around the rim. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guy. He's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Kevin Love. Bridges out there with Holiday. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's George in at the 3 slot. Rebound by Jamison. The Nuggets trail by 3. Parker with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Holiday against Mitchell. Launches it. 3-pointer. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Yeah, the assist by Parker, just brilliant. Really seeing his teammates out there.
And you figured once Gobert was traded, it was a matter of time before Mitchell was moved as well. You knew a team would jump at the chance to add him. And here we are now. A new start with a starring role for Donovan Mitchell.
Here's Bridges. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Love missing. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Nuggets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Passes it to Sprewell. Check his screen on Bridges. For the lead, O'Neal trying to break free. A second chance effort. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
Dallas shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Chamberlain with a screen on Mitchell. Holiday with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Chamberlain against Parker.
Tell you what, if you let Wilt get the ball there, that's the poster shot you can expect.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Parker. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
Now that's what I call a throwdown. Maybe Love should save that one for the dunk contest. I didn't know he had that much style in it. And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome.
No, that was outstanding, guys.
Back to Chamberlain. Shot clock at 6. Holiday against Parker. Second shot opportunity. And it's laid in by Holiday. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, such good instincts and agility. Makes Holiday really dangerous on the offensive glass. That time he fought to keep the play alive and got the bucket.
Jamison with a screen on Holiday. And it's Sprewell missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Love. Makes it off the glass. Love's got 6 points.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Denver calls timeout.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your AT&T
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. On the wing, Miller. Covered by Bamba. Portis sets the pick for Kuzma. 5 to shoot. And the whistle blow. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
O'Neal kicks to Kuzma.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now here's Shaq. 6 points for him. 2 on the clock. Here's Houston.
I like how Green utilizes his length at the defensive end. He's not uber quick, but his length compensates for that.
And stolen by Portis. 1:36 left in the third.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Smith is checked in. 1:21 left here in the third quarter. Green passes to Bamba. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's Miller on the wing. Smith outside. They need this one. Cranes the three-pointer. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
Mutombo passes to Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mutombo, and the layup's good off the glass. Mutombo's got 8 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Portis a screen on Green. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks lead by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got O'Neal, Parker out there with Mitchell. Then there's Antoine Jamison, and it's spree. In at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Mutombo misses.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Pass to Parker. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Shaq dishing to Mitchell. And there's the drive. That shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Mutombo. Bamba kicks to Iguodala. Back to Bamba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Antoine Jamison picks one up.
You know, it's not a bad idea to foul Bamba. Actually, a good foul. It's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
Dallas making a switch here. Chamberlain's checked in for Mutombo. Paul George comes in for Andre Iguodala. Mikal Bridges checked in for Danny Green. And it's Holiday in for McMillan. Mavericks leading by 3. Now Holiday. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jamison. Parker inside. Defended by Bridges. Good on the triple. It's all knotted up.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Dallas calls timeout. Kevin Love's checked in for the Mavericks. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. With this game in the balance, he really really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's George. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving the scoring right now.
For 3, Mitchell. Another 3 for Denver.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. And he banks in the layup. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Love can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the pass to James. Mitchell outside. From deep 3-point range. Mavericks with the rebound. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Parker. Pass to O'Neal. Parker outside. Back to Shaq. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
O'Neal is a big man with a big personality, and that time a little showmanship on the slam.
Left side, George. Parker with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Oh! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Freewell running free in the open court is a thing of beauty. He's got great quickness. Really does a good job scoring in transition.
Dallas again missing. The Nuggets leading by 8. Parker finds Mitchell. Now O'Neal. 1:32 left in the game. 6 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
You got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Mitchell against Bridges. Over Mitchell. It's blocked by Shaq.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Denver.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. When everything started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Down low. And stolen by Portis. Here's Kuzma. From down in the low post. It goes.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's McMillan. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Shaq.